if it's a job that women can do, let them do it, I say. Good on you, you know, get it done, show what you're made of, and because I do think women have been underestimated in the jobs that they've done for a long time now.
So tell me about how you ended up coming to work for Lancashire Fire Service, as it's called now.
Well, that's right. Having been for an interview at police headquarters in Hutton and being turned down at the tender age of 18, an advert appeared in the Lancashire Evening Post, and I thought, oh, I'll have a go at that, and came here for an interview with several others, and boom, got the job.
So you came here at 18. What were your recollections? What were your reflections when you first came to work here and started the job?
A little scared, maybe, a little uncertain. I mean, at 18, you think you know a lot, but you don't really, do you? So yes, I did a little examination and seemed to come through that all right, and was informed a little bit later that you've got the job. So.
And what was the job in those days?
The job was in the control room, sending out appliances to fires, the radio, the 999 calls, and all that kind of thing, really. And that was basically it. Ladies then, firewomen didn't go up ladders or do anything out on a job, which would have been rather nice. I think I could have gone for that actually, but it wasn't to be.
And that was the title, was it, Firewoman?
Firewoman, yes, Firewoman.
Some things don't change and some things change a lot, don't they? And I think
yes.
One of the things that's changed a lot since you were here, from what we've discussed, is that the role of women and the jobs that women can do. What kind of jobs were women allowed to do in those days?
Well, it was mainly in the control rooms, and that was basically it. You know, there was nothing else. You could go out and observe what the fellas did, but that was as far as it went. So yeah, I didn't get to. Oh, I did climb a turntable ladder once, which was quite good. Yeah, I could have coped with that. I think with that side of things.
Would you have liked to have done more of those operational roles?
Yeah, of course. But I never really thought it would come into being for some reason. I mean, in the 60s, you're talking the 60s now, you're talking 60 years ago, so things were vastly different.
And what do you think now when you see women like me, like lots of other women in the fire service, doing the operational jobs?
Oh, I say good on you, you know. Get it done, show what you're made of, and because I do think women have been underestimated in the jobs that they've done for a long time now. And you go back to Florence Nightingale. I mean, she was a big pioneer, wasn't she, in nursing? So yeah, if it's a job that women can do, let them do it, I say.
There are still a limited number of women though in the fire service, as we know. Lots of people doing the job, but a limited number of women, and not that many senior women. People like you really paved the way. The firewomen of the 60s kind of paved the way for more women to come later and do more operational jobs.
I never looked at it that way. You just did your job and got on with it, and you didn't. I don't think you thought too deeply about, you know, you came, you did your job, you went home, and that was it. I wasn't I don't think I was a pioneer of any kind.
Well, you
never
were,
saw myself as a pioneer.
You were there wearing the uniform doing the jobs, and if it weren't for women like you doing those firewomen jobs in the 60s, women like me wouldn't be riding on fire engines now.
Well, that's good for you, as I said before. As long as you can do what you're doing and cope with what you're doing, fine. Because I think women can be sometimes a lot tougher than men.
So when you look back now, all these years later, at the time that you spent here in what's now Lancashire Fire and Rescue Service, what are your main recollections? What's it left you with?
It's left me with a thought that perhaps for those 4 years I did do something, albeit for only a short period of time, something that was worthwhile, worth doing. You know, helping people. There were good times, there were bad times. But as I say, you got on with it and did it, and went home and tried not to let it get to you.
And you got promotion?
I did. for the last 6 months of my work here, I was made up to leading firewoman, and yeah, it was good stuff.
That's something to be proud of, isn't it?
It was, yeah, it was.
So if you had your time over again, would you have gone down the same track?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt. I don't think I'm just so sorry in a way that it was cut short because of family commitments, etc. Having just got married and one thing and another, wanted to start a family. But yeah, without a doubt, I'd get the chance to go up on the appliances this time, wouldn't I?
You would.